Hello and welcome to a brand new week on my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a get ready with me, what products I use for skincare and some brand new products makeup wise as well. Not everything will be brand new, but some of it will. Probably my base and brows will be, items that you've already seen, but I've got some other new products to share with you which I'm really excited about. But first of all, I want to share with you some body wash products that I picked up from Superdrug. They are from the Palmolive Gourmet range. I picked up Chocolate Passion, which is a body butter shower cream, and it looks like this. Now, I believe, if I remember rightly, these were reduced from £2.40 to 90p, which is such an incredible bargain. So I picked up a couple of these. I always like to pick up body wash that is on offer. It's something that we always have to use, so I tend to shop around for good deals on body wash. And I couldn't believe this. Anything that smells like chocolate I'm really into at the moment. And this, I've already used half of it and I only picked it up a couple of days ago. I'm loving it that much. It really smells beautiful like chocolate, and what I also like is that even once you're out of the shower or bath or whatever, the scent stays on you. It lingers, which I really like. A lot of products, you wash it off and that's it, you can't smell it anymore, but I keep getting faint whiffs of chocolate, which it's making me hungry. But love that. So 90p at Superdrug if you usually use this or you want to try it out. Absolute bargain. I also picked up this one, which is the Strawberry Touch scent, also a body butter shower cream from the same range. Again, 90p, reduced from £2.40. There was also a vanilla scent as well, which I may check out depending on how I get on with this one. This reminds me of the Body Shop Strawberry Body Butter. It's got that same kind of scent, slightly different, but these and the Chocolate Passion, they really smell of chocolate and strawberry. Some scents really do smell quite fake, but these smell really nice. I love also how they apply. They're very thick, they feel very moisturising, and they really lather up very nicely as well. So absolutely love these, and a really great bargain that I found. Okay, now for creams and potions that I use. So first of all, I use this. You would have seen this before. It's the Vaseline Intensive Care Cocoa Radiant, if you obviously watch my channel a lot. This I always pick up when it's on offer. I think it is about £5, something like that. But I always pick it up if it's 2 for £6 or something like that. Or I think I picked up the first one because it was £2.49. It smells gorgeous. Again, if you like that cocoa scent, you will love this. I've gone through about 6-7 of these now, and it is just a beautiful body butter. If you have dry skin, it really does work. This next product is called the Naturally Radiant Brightening Hot Cloth Cleanser from Superdrug. It again is £5.99, but again I pick up, it's either 2 for £6 I believe, or £3, anyway, or £2.95. Anyway, whenever it's on offer I pick it up. It is very good. You get 150ml. Superdrug does 2 of these. This one works for me. The other one I did have a little bit of a problem with, so I can't use that anymore. But this one, it also reminds me of Liz Earle's hot cloth cleanser. It's got that kind of fresh scent to it. It's very clean, and it just works beautifully. Again, very moisturising, and you get the cloth. Everything comes in a box basically, and you will get this and you get the cloth within that box for the price that you pay. I know that a few of you have contacted me regarding the Aldi hot cloth cleanser. I have tried it, I really liked it, but I have a problem with the fact that they only bring it out or make it available to customers as a special offer. Now, anything that I have to use on a daily basis or, you know, as an essential product, I want to be able to pick up whenever I want, not have to think ahead and purchase in bulk. Obviously, if it's a deal, you know, like it's reduced from £6 to £2 or whatever, yeah, I might bulk buy. But, you know, as an essential product, I want to be able to pick up the product once it runs out, not have to forward plan and think too much about it. You know, I like things to be easy, and if it's too difficult, you know, I just I'm not about that. So this is the one that I'm using at the moment. It's readily available at Superdrug. It's easy, it's always on offer, just love it, and it works. The next item that I've applied is my E45 cream. I just add a little bit of this to each lid and it works beautifully. I've not had eczema on my lids since I've tried this out. Obviously, I went to the doctor first of all, and I think they gave me steroids. Yeah, they did actually give me steroids. Not I think, I know that they gave me steroids. Steroids. Yeah, I am saying it properly. So I used those. It did get rid of it, but then it came back. So I had to make sure that I took care of it and moisturised my eyelids every single morning and night. This is what works for me. If it gets in your eyes, it doesn't hurt or sting or anything like that. It's very, very nice to use, and it is very moisturising. Obviously, if you develop eczema, do check with your doctor first before applying anything to it. But that's what works for me. Then I use this, and it is the Ultralift Eye Contour Care from Garnier Skincare, and this is what I use under my eyes. I have used this for quite a time, and again, I like to purchase these, and I'll show you the next product when they're on offer. At the moment, you can get 2 of these skincare products for £12 in Superdrug, so it is a very, very good deal. I do have a lot of questions from people asking me what I use, because I don't seem to have a great deal of wrinkles for my age. I'm not really sure what I should have for my age, but I know that I do look after my skin. Obviously, I've been on a diet now for a while, and I did notice that actually as soon as I started the diet, started eating healthily, more healthily, because I do eat fairly healthily anyway, but I had a back problem that stopped me from exercising for a while, and that's why the weight increased. But that's all resolved now. I exercise every day, which is keeping that under control. And like I say, I also think that what you put in shows on the outside. So I drink a lot of water. In fact, water is all that I drink. I mean, I'd love to drink Coca-Cola endlessly, but I don't think my teeth or my skin or my body would really appreciate it. I know that you can get sugar-free and things like that, but I tend to find that water works for me. I feel that it quenches my thirst. I don't feel that Coca-Cola and things like that quench my thirst. So I do drink a lot of water. I eat healthily, and like I say, as soon as I started my diet, I could see the difference, especially in my face. And also cellulite is now going. Not that I had a great deal, but you know, it's decreased a lot, especially in my arms and the back of my thighs. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So like I say, I'm a great believer in what you put in shows on the outside. The last bit of skincare that I use is the Ultralift Day Cream from Garnier Skincare Collection. Again, I do want to get the night cream as well, because my skin does need a little bit more, and I'm using this on my face and on my neck at the moment, and this is my second jar. Now, I did notice with the Aldi or Lidl products, and this is another reason why I swapped. First of all, I was using the intensive neck serum, or intensive serum, which I used for my neck. I had a bit of a problem with that during the summer. I developed a rash, and as soon as I stopped using that, the rash went. Not only that, the moisturiser on my skin here, I had a lot of, they were just under the skin like blotches, and my skin, since I've been using this, is clearing up. So obviously there was something within that skincare range from Aldi or Lidl that my skin didn't like. So I'm really, really pleased with the Garnier products. They're working for me. They keep my skin moisturised. I have used these in the past. That's why I went back to them. Before I used the Aldi or Lidl products, I used these all of the time. So I knew that they worked for me. So yeah, really, really pleased that also I can pick them up, you know, on a deal. So 2 for £12. So really, really love that. But yeah, I drink a lot of water. I try and get some lots of sleep, but as I've mentioned lots and lots of times on my channel, my son now is heading for 30. He's coming up to 29 this year. No, 28, sorry. I'm trying to make him older than what he is. He's 28, sorry. So he is heading for 30, and ever since I had my son, my first son, I've not been able to sleep properly, and I suppose when you have children you always have to have one eye open, as it were. And yeah, I've never been able to sleep properly since I've had my first child, and obviously I've now got 4, although the youngest is 20 coming up to 21. So really I should be able to get into that sleep pattern again. I try, but I'm always listening out, I suppose. I'm always half awake even when I'm asleep, because as a mother that is what you do. You're always listening out for them, aren't you? So yeah, so I try and get a good night's sleep. I'm trying to think what else I do. Obviously I exercise every single day because of the back issue that I have. That's really working as well. And I think my healthy living on a whole is just really working, not just for me losing weight, but for my skin as well. Okay, so I hope that helps, but I haven't done anything else to my face. That is it. I don't do anything else. Right, getting on to now the makeup. So like I say, I'll try and do all this as quickly as I can, but I do try and give you as much information while I'm applying everything. Okay, the first product is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I wish that they would bring out their larger tube of this. I love this so much. I use it every day, and I just think I need a bucket load of this. It's just not enough. I don't use that much of it, but I just seem to get through it quite quickly because I'm using it every day. I know that there isn't a great deal of product in here, so, and I know that they are going to release a bigger, well, fingers crossed they're going to release something bigger very, very soon, and I need it. I need, like I say, a bucket load. Okay, so I've just applied that under my eye. I'll just pat that in. Now, as with the moisturiser, I always use my ring finger just to pat that in. I never drag the under eye area either. So just patting that in gently under each eye. Like that. I tend to just really just blend it out then, like that. So it doesn't look that pretty at the moment. It looks quite kind of strange, but hey ho. Okay, the next product is the L'Oreal, I don't even know why I'm reading it. L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. It's in Natural Rose. This is my favourite all-time foundation. The Primark foundation I tried recently wasn't too bad, but it is actually one of the best that I've found, but it's quite tacky, and until I can get that powder, you know, that loose face powder, and you were really kind to give me some tips on which to go for. Until I've got that, I can't really wear that because every time I touch my face it feels a little bit sticky, and I'm so used to a matte foundation. So I'm just going to apply that. Now, the brush I'm using, I've mentioned quite a number of times again on my channel. It is just a very inexpensive Kabuki foundation brush from eBay. If you just go into eBay and search Kabuki foundation brush, you will see this brush. This one I'm using is a rounded, more rounded but some are flat. It just depends. If you buy, I think you can buy them separately, or you can buy them as I did in a pack. Now I do bring it down. I'm not bringing it down as far as I did because, like I said, I've had a rash on my neck, so I'm just trying to blend it in, but apart from that I'm not taking it all the way down at the moment. So just going to put that into the hairline. Now I do have a scar on my head as well, so I'm never going to get that completely blended. There will always be a little bit of a discoloration there because of the scar that I've got. And with my nose, I'm going to need a little bit more. I always, and I've mentioned this before as well, so I just usually use my ring finger again and just pat that in. I know I'm not the only one that foundation for some reason doesn't like to go on with a brush. You can see all the brush marks and it just doesn't look you know, a very good application. But you can see even with a matte foundation I still have some shine to it, and that's what I like about the L'Oreal. Even though it's, you know, a matte foundation, it still does give a little bit of naturalness to the actual skin. Okay, so I think that's done. Now what I'm going to do is, with the Conceal and Define concealer, I'm just going to pat that once more. Now I do find that this concealer does crease if you don't set it. So I always just blend it in again. Just check, because sometimes I might need a little bit more. So I'm just going to add a little bit more here. I'm never ever going to get the complete finish that I want, but this product has given me the best finish. And not only that, I find that with a lot of concealers, if you really pack it on, you know, you get a lot of creasing. Even though I don't have that many lines on my face, you know, my face moves, and with every product, you know, you're going to get some creasing, whether you're older or younger, because our faces move. And that's why I always set this product, and then, you know, I don't get so much creasing. Now the product that I'm using today, and I really want to finish this up before I move on to any other product, it is the Obsessive Contour. Looks like this. It's a tin product, and it looks like this. You can see that I'm nearly there with the products that I use for setting my face. So I'm going in with, first of all, the second one along, which is pink, and the brush I'm using is the Real Technique, and it is the contour brush. So I'm just going to set that underneath my eye first of all. And then I've used the banana shade just to do the rest of the areas that I need to just mattify a little bit. Okay, Now I'm going to move on to a brand new product. First of all, I'm not going to do my brows just yet. And the product that I want to share with you is from Morphe, and it's called the Brontour. And it looks like this in the box. I can't remember how much this was. I've had it for a while now, but I haven't been able to. I think there's been so many releases and so much new beautiful items that I wanted to share. This got put to the side a little bit. Now I picked up the shade Frenemy, so I can't remember the price, but all of the links will be down below. And then when you open it up, it looks like this. I really like the simplicity to these products. I really love that. Just sleek and gorgeous. And then when you open it up, it's got one of those horrible plastic sheets, which I'm going to now dispose of. You've got a mirror there, and then you've got these two shades here. Now, one is a shimmer, one is a matte, like a bronzer contour shade. I'm going to use that today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the shimmer because I've got another product that I want to share as well, but you know, we'll see. Let me just dispose of the box. So I'm using the Nyx Fan Brush. It's the large fan brush. So I'm just going to pop it into that bronzer shade, and I'll do my forehead first. It is very, very warm. Usually I use the Obsessive Contour, and that's got a little bit of coolness to it. So it's quite warm, but also it's got a little bit of coolness. But actually it doesn't look too bad. It's blending in very nicely. Try and do my hairline. So actually that's not too bad. Really like how it blends, and as you know, I do like everything really blended. So now I'm going to get a little bit of this and then just pop it in this area. And because my foundation, I've set it a little bit and it's matte, I can brush like this as long as it's lightly. What I don't like to do is drag my skin. So if I can't do this, then I will pat it. But this has dried down nicely now, so I can do that. I just do not like pulling at my skin at all. That's working very, very well. And I go round the whole, you know, frame the whole of my face, that area, and then just keep patting and blending until I'm happy with that. Okay, not too bad at all. Okay, so I'm just going to start on the other side. Sorry, it just takes me a little while to blend everything in. I do like everything well blended. And actually it's not too bad a match either. A little bit more. So I suppose when I put my contour bronzer on, I do put it near enough all over the cheek area. That is just how I like to wear it. It works for me. Now what I also like to do is once I've applied it, I then go in with the foundation brush and then just blend it around the edges like that. Perfect. Yep, I'm pleased with that. I really like that. I didn't pick up any others because I didn't know, you know, how it applied or worked. But yeah, really like that. Now it says on the back, friend and enemy. That's why it's called Frenemy. Okay, so that's the first product. I want to just apply my blush before I share with you my brows. Okay, I've got another product from Morphe, which I've had a while. In fact, I picked this up, both of these products, when they first came over to the UK, so that's how long I've had it. This is the 8W. It's the Warm Master Blush Palette from Morphe again. So it comes in a box like this. I do really like their packaging for the same reasons that I love what the product actually looks like inside. It's all bubble wrapped. Now, I can't remember the price of this, but like I say, all links will be down below. So it looks like this, again, very sleek, very professional looking, and on the back it's got 8W. So let's have a look at this. Ooh, wow. This looks beautiful. Again, it's got one of those horrible sheets. I know that they have to have them, but I really don't like them. On the inside, you don't get a mirror, but you do get 8 beautiful shades. What shall I go for? I think, I don't want it. I think I might go for golds. That one there, that looks beautiful. Go for that one. So I'm using my blush brush that I picked up, well, powder brush I suppose, that I picked up from Primark. This is the 115. It's a large powder brush, but this works beautifully as a blush. So I'm just going into that Goals shade, and let's have a look how this works. That is very pretty. I really like this brush. It really does blend in the blush so nicely and distributes it very nicely as well. A little bit more on this side, I think. Now again, I like to go in with the foundation brush and just blend that in slightly there, like that. Beautiful. I really like that, and I'm so pleased now I can use these products. I really love that shade was Goals. I think you've got something for every occasion here. You've got a mix of mattes and shimmers, which I really like, because as you know, I do like a shimmery blush sometimes. I also like matte, but yeah, really love that product. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that somewhere safe. Okay, now what I want to do, I've been putting it off. I want to do my brows now. So first of all, I've got to share with you a highlight, but I really want to do my brows now. I am using the Revolution Duo Brow Definer pencil. It's a double-ended pencil, and I think these are £2.49. It's got a spoolie on one end and the product on the other. I find this really works beautifully to actually draw in my brows shape. As you can see, my brows are not so good. They've seen better days, and yeah, so what I do is I use this pencil, and I've mentioned it before, do not worry if you don't get the shape straight away. You can carve them out. So there's the first line. And then I also do that on the top as well. At the top I have a better guide, but it is also trying to make them look similar, and it is very, very difficult when you've got hardly any brow. So that's what I start off with. If you're brand new to my channel, obviously you may not have seen this before, so I wanted to do this for you. The next thing I wanted to share with you, what product is next, is the Revolution Brow Pomade. Now this is the first ever brow pomade I purchased, and I've had it now about 18 months and it's still going strong. I use a brow brush, it's angled, and it is a Revolution brush. It's from their nude collection, and I'm just going to get a little bit of product on there. It is quite dry now, so I probably need to start my Obsession brow pomade, which I've also got. But yeah, I really, really like this, and I use this product just to fill in between those lines. Now obviously it's going to take me a little bit longer than usual, but I can usually do this now quite quickly. But obviously on camera it takes a little while longer. So what I do is I go over the whole brow. Don't worry, again, if you go over, it can all be resolved when you clean up. So that's what it looks like to start with. So I'm just going to pop the lid on that, and I think actually that's why this has lasted so long, because I do apply the lid near enough straight away after use. Now I pick up one of these, which is the Wilko brush. It's quite thin, but obviously you do use any brush that you feel comfortable using. I get a little bit of what's left on my hand from the foundation, and then I just clean up the brow area to how I want it to look. Just going to get a little bit more foundation. Not too bad. Now my brows I always find take the longest, so, and I always like them to, I'm quite a perfectionist I suppose when it comes to my brows, so I just keep going until I'm happy with them. So that's the shape. Then what I do is, because I know that I filled in the whole brow, but what I want to do is take off a little bit here. I like it lighter here and deeper there. So I get my foundation brush and I just pat it over the beginning of the brow. And this works very, very well for me. I just don't like my brow too heavy at the beginning, but obviously everybody can, there are no rules with makeup, so you can wear your brows exactly how you prefer. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I just want to go back to my Duo Brow Definer pencil. If there's any patchiness or any patches that shouldn't be there, I then use this just to clean up that area. Like that. And at the moment I'm using this, and it is the Primark PS Skinny Brow Pencil. There is a Revolution Pro pencil nearly exactly the same. If you search my my channel, I've done a you know, comparing the both of these. They are both exactly the same, and this one was it £1.50 or £1? Anyway, there is a price difference, but these are readily available, especially at the Norwich and Cambridge Primarks. So this is in dark brown, and what I do is, and I'm so pleased that companies are now bringing this product out, because it just gives me the beginning of the brow that I want. So I'll just put fine strokes at the beginning, and that will duplicate the hair that's missing there. So that's one side. No, I knew there was going to be an issue with one. You know, when you can do one okay, and there's always an issue with one. But I think I may have resolved it. I'm just going to go in with the brush again. I can always do this side okay, but then when I swap over and do this side, it's never quite how I want it. But I think I'm going to leave it because I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to keep doing it, and it's just going to be hideous. So that is, I think, whoops, just hit my mirror there. I'm just going to make sure that both are quite circular. Okay, I'm going to leave it now. That's fine. So those are my brows. That's how I do my brows. Usually, I mean, some days they can be really quickly applied. Some days, you know, they can take longer, just depends. The next product I'm going to use is the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Central, and it looks like that. So like I said, this is a bit of a mix of new and old products. I'm back to the Wilko flat brush, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this onto the lids. And then I just pat it to make sure that it's all blended in. Again on the other side. Like that. So I'm all primed and ready to go. Now I'm going to share with you my new highlight, and I have shared one of these on my channel before, but not this shade, and this is the Obsession Liquid Illuminator in Aphrodisia, and I think these are £7. These are now in Boots in Norwich. They're in the Riverside Boots. They're also in the Boots in the older mall, I think. They're not at the Chapel Fields mall, but yeah, don't quote me on that, because I always go to the other boot store and at Riverside. So wherever they're available, I will pop that down below, and of course you can pick these up at boots.com. Okay, so I really like this one because it's got a little bit of a pink duochrome going on there. So it's a dropper like that. I'm just going to pop a little bit on my hand and see if you can see this. So there it is, and you can see that it's pink, it's beautiful, and I cannot wait to test this out. I've only just took the packaging off in this video, so I'm very, very excited. I'm going to apply it like I did the illuminator that I shared with you on Saturday on my ring finger again, getting a little bit of the product and then just tapping it on, and hopefully that works well, which it did at the weekend. A little bit more. Wow, it is beautiful. I'm just making sure that it's around the edges, it's blended in, but there it is. Oh wow, that is stunning. Now I'm just going to, actually I'm going to drop a little bit more there, then apply it to this side, which you won't be able to see because the light doesn't hit me, as I always mention. One thing, I'm not a big fan of liquid illuminators because I always feel that some of them pull my makeup off, but the one that I tried on Saturday, which again came from Revolution, really, really worked so well. It's restored my faith in liquid illuminators, and this one hasn't pulled any of my makeup off either. So I'm really, really pleased with that. That is beautiful. I'm going to put a little bit down my nose. Which I also did Saturday. This is, I think, a little bit more subtle. There we go. There, you can definitely see it there. Absolutely beautiful. So really pleased with that. Okay, now I've got some, I've got this eyeshadow, not some. I've got two actually. I've got one very, very inexpensive product and one expensive product to share with you. The inexpensive product is the Wet n Wild, what is it called? Wet n Wild Colour Icon in Silent Treatment. This is one of the ones that I had to pop the sticker on the back there, but it's the smaller. You've got four, it's the eyeshadow quad, isn't it? You've got 4 eyeshadows there, and on the back I had to pop the sticker there from the actual, when I opened it, over the barcode, because there's no colourway anywhere else. So when you open this up, it's quite cool tone but pink. I'm not sure which colours I'm going to use out of this one yet, because I've also got this, which is the Urban Decay. So I'm mixing less expensive with inexpensive, with expensive, sorry. And this is the Urban Decay Liquid Moondust Eyeshadow, and it looks like this. And it's like this. So it's very, very much duochrome. Let me just swatch this one. And it looks like this there. Absolutely beautiful. It's got one of those kind of applicators, so you could use it as a liquid eyeliner just to pop on the lid, which is what I'm going to do. So as always, I'm going to start off the eye look with my Primark eye contour brush, and I'm going into this transition shade here, which looks very pretty. It's like a dusty rose, and that's what it tells you to do. Very, very powdery, but we'll see how it applies. I must say that is a gorgeous colour. Now I've already tested out 2 Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes. One was a miss, the first one, and then the second one was a hit. So I suppose, you know, I'm expecting anything with this palette. Really like that colour so far though. So as always, I'm taking that eyeshadow up quite high. But yeah, really love that colour. That is gorgeous. I'm going to put that underneath as well. And I've just hit the light with my nose highlight and I can see that pink coming through as well. So yeah, really impressed with that. And I suppose with these duochromes you have to be in the right light. It's not a very sunny day here in Norfolk. Love that. Okay, I think now what I'm going to do, now it says here, I'm a little bit worried about this because the crease shade is black. I'm not really into black as a crease colour, but I'm going to give it a go and put a little bit on my brush, and it is a little bit, and then just, I'm going to put it there first of all and then put that through the crease and see how that works. Yeah, you do not need a great deal of that black. That actually has blended out very, very nicely. Love that. Again, I'm going to do the same on the other eye, a little bit more. It blends out very, very nicely. I personally don't like too much, I don't like wearing black a great deal, just because I find that it can overtake the eye look. But that one has blended out beautifully. I'm just going to put a little bit more on this side. You really do not need a lot of this colour. But yeah, that has worked very, very nicely. Now it does actually give you an eyelid colour there. I don't know whether to put that on and then go in with the moon dust, liquid moon dust. I think that's what I'm going to do. So far I've applied that pink, which I really, really love. I was expecting not to like this palette because it's got that black, and a lot of the shades or quads that I really wanted had already sold out. This was one of the only ones that was left. So I'm going to go into this shade here and just apply it with my finger. I love this. I love this little quad. I must admit, I really did like, and I can't remember the name of it now. I know, Comfort Zone. I really did like that, but actually, I don't know if this is actually taking over how much I like the Comfort Zone palette, because this has really surprised me at how much I like it. That is absolutely beautiful. little bit dusty. I'm going to also go in with the, and they tell you the brow bone shade is this one here. You can see that they've all got lettering on there. I'm just going to go into that shade and go around the inner corner. That is really pretty. I love that. I'm just going to see, because obviously I want to try and incorporate this now I've mentioned it. So I'm going to just get the Liquid Moon Dust, and this is in the shade Recharged. Absolutely beautiful. I'll just share with you the swatch again. So it's that one there. Beautiful. And I think I'm going to just... don't know if it's going to work with the colour, but we'll see. I'm just going to then pat it through. So we've got that slate grey on there. I'm just going to pop it on there. Ooh, that has just given a little bit of something else. Oh, I love that. I was a little bit concerned about how I was going to incorporate this, but actually it's working really, really well. I think I need a little bit more. It's one of those products that I didn't think I'd covered an area, but actually it is. It's all covered and it looks beautiful. Wow, love that. That is gorgeous. Oh. This is the good thing about testing out new product, or I suppose good and bad, because you never know how they're going to work. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that there, just to make that a little bit more smokier. And now I'm going to apply the liner, if I can find it. Is it this one? No. Here we go. It's the Revolution. I'm finding it harder and harder to get the lid off this. No, I'm going to have to use another one. I think I've put on so much moisturiser. I'm using the Revolution Pro. It's like this. Is it there? No. Oops. I think I'm having a little bit of a problem. I may have to leave the liner. Yeah. I can't get the lid off that at all. I've had problems over the last couple of videos. Okay, I'm going in with mascara, which is working, and it's the PS Amplified Mascara from Primark in black. So I'm just going to apply that. Perhaps I've got enough black on my eyes anyway. Okay, so that's the mascara applied, and then one last product. I've got a lip product to share with you, and it's the Kiko Instant Colour Matte Liquid Lip Colour. Now, I think I popped this on the centre of my lips in one video, but I've not tried it on its own at all. It looks like this. It's in the shade 01, so the very, very first shade. Looks like that. It is matte. So, and it's neutral, not a neutral shade. Let me just swatch that as well. So it's that one there. So I'm just going to apply this one. So that's the liquid lipstick from Kiko applied. I really liked actually the applicator. Let me just show you that. It's quite thin and it worked really well to go around the lip and then fill it in. And I think it works very well with the eye look. So I'm just going to take off my catties. Now I applied them when my hair was a little bit damp, so there we go. Okay, so that is my look for today that I wanted to share with you. I really, really, really love how this turned out. I think the products that I really love, I really like that Brontour product, really like that. Also love the Morphe brushes, really, really beautiful. I don't know where the oh, there it is. So yeah, really love the Brontour. I think that colour is perfect for my skin. Then I loved the blushes, absolutely gorgeous. Goals I used, love that. What else did I use that was new? Oh yeah, and I love, love, love this. I think this is actually my favourite out of the 3 eyeshadows that I picked up. I really love that. And then this over the top, wow, that Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust, beautiful shade. It just gives a little bit added extra in the shade, and I've already forgotten it. Recharged, absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's just stunning, gorgeous. And then this liquid lipstick from Kiko. Love the shade of this. I think actually all in all everything worked out very, very well. I still can't, oh, I've got the lid off now. I'm just going to apply my eyeliner while I can. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? How things don't want to work. Once it's on, it's on. There was also one other product, this one. The Obsession Liquid Illuminator. I really, really love that as well. I think this could be built up as well as subtle. I'm not, like I said, a big fan of too much highlight, so it's worked really, really well for me. Of course, I would love your thoughts on all of these products as always. I'm sorry that it's a longer video, but I wanted to share so much with you. Skincare, how I apply my makeup, and the new items that I wanted to share with you. I hope that you found that helpful. As always, like I said, do keep those comments coming, and if you have just stumbled across my channel, do please subscribe to watch further videos. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.